Close your eyes. Now open them. Nothing. No light. No color. No shadow. Just black. But wait. Something is glowing. Far below you, a tiny blue light pulses. Then another. Then another. They're not stars. They're not submarines. They're alive. And one of them just noticed you. In the last video, we went all the way to the bottom of the ocean. We passed through 5 zones. We talked about the scale, the pressure, the impossible ecosystems. But one zone deserves its own story. The midnight zone. 1,000 to 4,000 meters below the surface. No sunlight. Ever. Pressures that would flatten a car. Temperatures just above freezing. And yet, this zone is more densely populated with bizarre, terrifying, and extraordinary creatures than almost anywhere on Earth. Today, we're going in. We'll meet a fish that carries a lantern to lure its prey to death. A squid that was a myth for centuries, until it wasn't. And a creature so perfectly designed for darkness, it became invisible to science for decades. Stay until the end, because the last creature on this list will change how you think about evolution itself. Let's start with the light, or rather, the disappearance of it. At the surface, sunlight is everywhere. It drives photosynthesis. It warms the water. It makes color possible. At 10 meters, red light disappears. At 50 meters, orange is gone. At 100 meters, yellow fades out. By 200 meters, you're in the twilight zone. Dim, blue, and cold. At 1,000 meters, it's over. The last photon of sunlight, gone. From here down to 4,000 meters, there has never been sunlight. Not once in the entire history of Earth. Think about that. This zone has existed for billions of years, in absolute, permanent darkness. And the pressure. At 1,000 meters, the pressure on your body would be 100 times what you feel right now. At 4,000 meters, 400 times. That's like having 50 jumbo jets stacked on top of you. Specially built submarines, made of titanium, have been crushed at these depths. But the creatures that live here, they don't just survive the pressure. They need it. Many of them would literally fall apart at the surface. Their bodies are built for 400 atmospheres of pressure. Take that away, and they die. They are prisoners of the deep. Here's something extraordinary. In a place with no light, bioluminescence, the ability to produce light through a chemical reaction inside the body. And in the midnight zone, it's not rare. Scientists estimate that over 75% of all creatures in the deep sea produce some form of bioluminescence. Let that sink in. 3 out of every 4 animals in the midnight zone glow in the dark. But they don't all use it the same way. Some use it to hunt. Some use it to hide. Some use it to communicate. And some use it to do something we still don't fully understand. The anglerfish. We mentioned it in the last video, but it deserves much more. The female anglerfish, and yes, it's always the female, carries a glowing lure on a spine above her head. That light is produced by bioluminescent bacteria living inside the lure. In the complete darkness of the midnight zone, any light is irresistible. Prey swim toward it, and the jaws waiting behind it are large enough to swallow prey twice the anglerfish's own size. Those teeth curve inward. Once something enters, it cannot leave. But the anglerfish isn't alone in using light as a weapon. The dragonfish takes it further. It produces red bioluminescent light. Here's why that matters. Almost no creature in the deep sea can see red light. They're essentially colorblind to it. So the dragonfish has a searchlight that only it can see. It hunts in total invisibility using a frequency of light its prey cannot detect. Food is scarce in the midnight zone. No sunlight means no photosynthesis, which means the bottom of the food chain is much, much thinner than at the surface. Most of what falls down from above is called marine snow. Dead organisms, fecal matter, and organic debris slowly drifting down from the sunlit zones above. It's the main food source for much of the deep sea. It takes weeks to fall 1,000 meters, and by the time it arrives, dozens of creatures are competing for it. This scarcity shaped the hunters of the midnight zone into something remarkable: the viper fish. Its teeth are so large, they don't fit inside its mouth. They protrude outside its jaw like transparent needles. It hunts by hovering motionless in the water and lunging at speeds that create a shockwave. The prey doesn't see it coming. It doesn't hear it. It just stops existing. And then there is the giant squid, Architeuthis ducks. For centuries, sailors reported encounters with sea monsters, enormous tentacles, eyes the size of dinner plates, a beak capable of cutting through steel cable. Scientists dismissed it as myth until 2004, when a Japanese research team deployed a camera with bait at 900 meters depth and, for the first time in human history, captured a photograph of a living giant squid. It was real. It had always been real. We just hadn't found it yet. Giant squid can reach 13 meters in length. Their eyes, up to 30 centimeters in diameter. The largest eyes of any animal on Earth. And they need those eyes, because they have a predator, the sperm whale. Washed-up sperm whales have been found with sucker scars on their skin, each scar the size of a dinner plate. Evidence of battles happening in the darkness, at 1,000 meters below the surface, between two of the most extraordinary animals on Earth. Battles no human being has ever witnessed, and may never witness. Not every creature in the midnight zone hunts. Some simply disappear. Meet the barrel-eye fish, Macropinna microstoma. It has a completely transparent head. You can see straight through its skull, and inside, two bright green, tube-shaped eyes. Those eyes can rotate. When the fish is relaxed, they point upward, scanning for the silhouettes of prey above. When it's ready to feed, they rotate forward, giving it precise binocular vision. For decades, scientists had described this fish, but every time it was brought to the surface, the pressure change destroyed the transparent dome. We didn't know what it actually looked like until 2004, when a submersible filmed it alive in its habitat. We'd been studying this fish for over 50 years without knowing what it looked like. The vampire squid, Vampiroteuthis infernalis. Literally, the vampire squid from hell. When threatened, it wraps its arms over its body like a dark cloak, revealing hundreds of glowing photophores on its underside. It becomes a swirling sphere of light, disorienting its attacker long enough to escape. But here's what makes it truly strange. It doesn't hunt. In a world of hunters, the vampire squid has evolved to eat marine snow. It drifts. It collects. It waits. It's the only cephalopod, squid, octopus, or cuttlefish that has completely abandoned predation. In the most hostile environment on Earth, it found peace. The creatures of the midnight zone don't just behave differently from surface animals. They're built differently, at a fundamental biological level. Surface fish have swim bladders, gas-filled organs that control buoyancy. Deep-sea fish don't. At extreme pressures, gas compresses unpredictably. A swim bladder would be a liability. Instead, their flesh is waterlogged, loose, gelatinous, almost liquid. The fangtooth fish looks like something from a nightmare. Proportionally, It has the largest teeth of any fish in the ocean relative to its body size. Its bite is so powerful, it cannot fully close its mouth. But here's the twist. It's only about 15 centimeters long. You could hold it in your hand. The most terrifying face in the ocean. Fits in a coffee mug. And then there's the blobfish. You know the blobfish. The internet's favorite miserable-looking creature. But here's what nobody tells you. In its natural habitat, at 1,000 meters depth, the blobfish looks completely normal. It's a regular-looking fish. When it's brought to the surface, the sudden pressure drop causes its body to expand and deform. The blobfish doesn't look like that. We made it look like that. We yanked it from its world, and then laughed at it. The Midnight Zone is not a wasteland. It's not empty. It's not dead. It is one of the most densely populated, most creatively evolved, most biologically extraordinary environments on the planet. And we know almost nothing about it. The entire zone, 1,000 to 4,000 meters, covers hundreds of millions of cubic kilometers of water. We have explored a fraction of it. Every single deep-sea expedition, without exception, discovers species that have never been seen before. Every single one. The Midnight Zone is alive. It's watching, it's waiting. And somewhere down there, right now, something is glowing. Something we've never named. Something we've never seen. Something that has no idea we exist. Subscribe, because next time, we're going even deeper.